And good morning, Boquete. Good morning, Cherokee. And I have to make sure I give a special shout out to Valerie. Veronica. Who's that? Veronica in David. Oh my gosh. Where's my fidget spinner? And also to Bolivar, our engineer here. You're listening to Boquete Now Talk Radio on Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM. Coming at you live every Friday morning from 10 to 11. We are sponsored by Big Daddy's Grill and the ACCB. We got a great show for you today. We have Mona and Jerry from the ACCB. It's ACCB Day. It's ACCB week, a week late, but hey, we're here, right? Everyone's good. But before we get to them, I have a very special guest in the studio today. Say hello to Melody.
Hello.
And Melody,
Hi.
Melody and her associate, Christina, there's Christina peeking over in here, have a new service for us here in Boquete and I guess the General Cherokee, or just Boquete District.
Well, we will begin in Boquete, then we move to David, then Coronado, and then lastly Panama City.
Well, let's give you a little teaser.
Area.
How would you like to have your mail delivered to your front door?
Yes.
At my fellow expats who have been sending me notes for years saying, what's wrong with the mail system here? I got a Christmas card in April. But anyway, we're gonna let Melody take over here and tell us, what you do, what the name of the place is, and how it works.
Okay, so we are Panama Mail, and the way it came about Panama Mail was when I came to visit, and my first visit was in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we had a driver, he picked us up, and we stayed in Panama City, Coronado, and Boquete.
Right.
And one of the things that the driver explained was that there are no addresses here.
Yes.
Well, how do the people get their mail? Well, we don't have a mail system. I'm like, okay, so of course, I'm from the States, and in all my life, that's what we've had. So
right, yeah.
I couldn't even understand, well, how does that work? How do people get things? Well, how do you get the police there or the ambulance?
Yeah. And how do you explain to Medicare in the States that you have no address? Anyway,
it's hard to explain to anyone that you don't have an address.
Yeah.
So when I visited Boquete, and I decided this is really where I would like to be.
What's the best place?
The only thing that I missed, and I found this out from many, many people, many expats that I spoke with, was the address system and having mail delivery.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, so this is just something, somebody just has to do it.
Yeah.
And it will be done. And I was an educator and principal, a retired principal, after 45 years.
I didn't do it.
I know, I heard that all the time. And one of the things I always instilled in children, if there's something that you want, then just do it. The only thing holding you back is you. So, as long as you're capable. Don't jump off of a building thinking you can fly, because that's not,
that's
you have to pay
probably not a
attention
good
to
idea.
science.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Gravity is a thing.
But something that you have a goal or a drive for, just do it. You'll have obstacles, and you just have to understand that there will be obstacles.
Sure.
And you just find your way around those obstacles and just keep going. So, and that's what I had decided when I moved here. I said, okay, if they still don't have that, that's what I'm going to do.
Sure.
And that's the first on my list of many things, but it's the major thing.
That's pretty big deal.
It's the major thing, because everything else on my list won't matter if we don't have an address and a mailing system.
Right.
So that's what we started. We had Panama Mail. And the way Panama Mail is set up is that all housing developments will have what we call a cluster of mailboxes, which means, let's say it's Los Molinos or Valle Escondido, Lucerne. Those are what we call the housing developments. Mm-hmm. And then we have our neighborhoods, the neighborhoods that just have their
It's individual
name group,
homes. Yeah.
individual
Yeah.
homes. So it's faster and easier to do the housing developments
Sure.
because you just find the location when you drive into the community where everyone can just drive in, stop at their mailbox,
Yeah.
get whatever mail or package they have, and then
Yeah.
just continue on to home.
It's literally like every housing complex and apartment complex
Exactly,
in
in the
the States
US.
and Canada. Yeah,
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
And the way that works is we deliver, well, first of all, you have to register for Panama Mail. And it sounds maybe like a lot in the beginning, but in the beginning of everything, it's always a lot, but then it eases on after that. And this is a new start baby, so you have to be able to fund it. And the way we do that is individuals have a $500 registration fee. Businesses have a $1,000 registration fee. Now, at the time of application, individuals must pay $250 and businesses $500. Now, with that application fee, when you turn in your application, that's when we begin to assign your address. We assign you a mailbox. Plus, we have a count of a number of how many people and how many mailboxes we need for that particular housing development. And then we also give you a sign, an address sign that's uniform that everyone puts in their front yard. So when you're driving up and down the street, you know if this is house number 25 or if this is house number 130. The other thing and the last thing we spoke with the mayor about that we do is put the street signs up.
Mm-hmm.
We need street signs on the corner so people know what street they're on. But that comes last. The address system comes first, and then we do the street signs.
Right.
Now, we do have discount plans because we want everyone to be able to participate, and we understand that generally people with the lowest income usually suffer and can't participate.
Sure.
So we do have a discount plan for different groups, for Panamanians who make less than 800 or permanent residents who are disabled. But it's all on our website,
Sure.
panamamail.net, not .com,
.net.
but .net.
Don't forget that.
panamamail.net, and you can see all of the different ways. You do have to make an appointment because it's a case-by-case basis. It's no uniform. Well, if you fall into this category, then
Right.
you pay X amount. Because one thing I do understand is that everyone is different, everyone's situation is different, and you have to really accommodate for
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
So it's not just a uniform thing per se. The other thing is we give everyone who has the package plan, because there are two plans. You have your basic mail, where all you're going to do is sign up for just mail and magazines, and that's all we will deliver. Or you have your mail and package, which means, well, I know I order from Amazon or I do other different orders, and I need that plan. The basic plan is $25 a month. The mail and package plan is $45 a month. But the people who sign up for the mail and package plan also receive $500 credit towards their shipment. So which means that as you use that shipment, until you, and that's on an annual basis, not monthly or weekly or daily. It's an annual. We give you $500 credit. And once you use that $500 up in your shipment fees, then you begin to pay your shipment fee.
Right.
So, but that's only for people on the package
Mail
plan.
and package plan.
But if you have the basic plan, you always pay for your shipment. regardless.
Right.
Now, the people who also have the mail and package plan, you can deduct whatever your monthly payment. For example, if you have a shipment, let's say you've used up all of your credit, and you have a shipment that comes in and it costs $100. Well, you pay $45 a month anyway as your fee.
Right.
So we deduct that. So basically now you really
$55.
pay the $55 and not the full 100.
And all this information is
It's on the website.
Now I know you've got, and I wish we had more time. I know that this was kind of last minute. I'm really happy that I was able
That's
to squeeze
okay.
you in here. But I know you got something coming up on Monday the 12th.
Oh, that's our real grand official opening.
Yeah.
Where people can come in, they can register, they can find out more about Panama Mail, and answer any questions that you may have that weren't answered on the website or that you don't understand. Sure. Or you may want to sign up for the discount plan, because that is by appointment.
Right.
That is by appointment.
But this grand opening is for everybody.
It's for everyone.
Because I got a little thing here that says you are cordially invited to attend the grand opening of Panama Mail, Monday, the 12th of July, Plaza San Francisco, office number 21 at 1 p.m. Is that upstairs?
That's upstairs.
Okay.
On the second floor. We'll eventually have everyone's number above their business, but they will be the first one to receive the cluster mailboxes and be able to
Cool.
move on. Now, neighborhoods, I want to say this one thing.
Sure.
Neighborhoods have to have at least 30 people in their neighborhood before we can put the cluster boxes out there.
Right.
And housing developments, it's the same thing.
Sure.
Because of the way the mailboxes come,
Right.
it's not like we have just one mailbox for one person. We can't, unfortunately, you'll have to wait until maybe next year.
Okay, so an individual house doesn't have its own mailbox.
An individual house doesn't have its own mailbox. For example, if you look at a neighborhood like Volcancito, well, they're not in a subdivision, but they still have a cluster. What we do is go in and find the best place, because it will divide. So you'll have a set of cluster mailboxes so that when these people drive in, they can stop at their mailbox. But if the people go in a different direction to the left, I always say the fork in the road, then their mailboxes will be there.
Okay.
So, but if you're in, it doesn't matter whether you're in a housing development or if you're in a neighborhood, you still have to have at least 30. Because we do cluster boxes, not individual mailboxes.
Yeah. I think there's only 12 houses in my neighborhood.
Well, in the case like that, we will take a look at it. If it's a situation where there's only 12 houses in the neighborhood, we can work with 12. I think the minimum of 10, but we just can't work with one. Now, what we can do is show you probably where we can put your box someplace else that's close by you, if this is convenient to you on your way home.
Right.
Not where you have to run all over town.
All right. Well, Melody, thank you. Really.
Thank you. I really
for coming.
appreciate you having
It's
us
not
here.
a problem. Roger called me last night and said, no, absolutely. So maybe you can come back at a later date and let us know how your open house went. And
most certainly.
And we could talk a little more in detail.
Okay.
All right. Well, you've been talking to Melody from Panama Mail. It's panamamail.net. And
Yes.
Monday at 1 o'clock on the second floor of Plaza San Francisco, there is a grand opening.
Yes.
And you can get all your information.
Well, actually, we will be open all day.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not just one. It's open all day.
All right, well, you heard that. Get down there and check them out.
Yeah. Starting at like 9 a.m., they could really, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
To 3. So, all right. Well, thank you again. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And good luck, man. We hope to have you back on the show.
Okay. Thank you. You have a good day.
You
and a
too.
great weekend.
You too. That sounds pretty cool. Having mail delivered to if you've lived in an apartment building or in a gated community in the States, you're very familiar with that concept of drive in and there's all the mailboxes. Anyway, so here we are with Mona and Jerry. Mona, you can see.
Good morning.
Jerry's off camera. And I'm
No,
gonna
you
take.
can't see her because she's off camera.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, but my presence is.
I'm gonna take a picture of her just because, just so if you don't believe
Come
me
over
that
here.
she's here. You know, I always tell people, clean
Come
your
over
camera
here.
lens. I went to an event about a month and a half ago. Oh, look at that! Isn't that
Hi.
sweet? Yeah. And someone had posted pictures of it, 60 or 70 pictures of this event. It was a lot of fun, but the camera was all smudged. So every single picture was smudged, and the light was refracting off everything. Everyone's face was blurring. I was like, oh, it's unfortunate. Always check your lens. That's the official ACCB stance on taking photographs. All right. So the ACCB stands for.
Association of Community Charities of Boquete.
That's right. And I am a member of the ACCB.
Yes, you are.
And I have a shirt just like Mona, but I'm wearing my official uniform.
For the
And,
radio.
Well, this
yeah.
seems like a good time to mention that we're having our monthly meeting at Casa Vieja, which is behind.
Stone
at
Cabins.
Stone Cabins,
Stone
which is
Cabins, yeah.
behind Casa Vieja. 11 o'clock, we can eat, and the formal meeting starts at noon.
And what day is this?
And that would
I feel
be,
like I should know
That would
this.
be this Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
The
yeah.
14th.
The
This Wednesday,
14th.
the 14th.
I
Yes.
suppose I should put that in my calendar.
Yeah. And we'd love to have new people
Yes.
come and we can explain what the dues are, and you can get your shirt.
Your shirt
Yeah,
with your
the-
name on
the
it,
dues
by the
are-
way. Your name.
And we
Yes,
have
my name.
wonderful events,
Yes,
as you know,
do.
to raise money
The community.
for the community. The reason that I joined initially was I went to, at Big Daddy's, they had a Elvis Presley birthday celebration.
Yep.
And it was so much fun, and it was charity. You know, it was just
Yeah.
fun. So that's right up my alley.
Right.
Fun.
Fun. Yeah.
right up my
yeah.
alley. So for $30 for the dues
And
per
$11
year,
bucks for the shirt.
and then $11 for
Yeah.
the shirt, exactly.
And they're really nice shirts too.
They
you know,
are
they're
nice
they're, they're
shirts.
good quality. They're good quality shirts. So
Yes, they
there.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to finish about ACCB, we're planning to have events at hopefully the new theater space at
Tap out.
Tap Out.
Yeah.
And we have a few things, nothing specific yet to mention, but a few things in the works.
Yeah.
So if anybody's not seen that space, it's really quite a transformation from the old theater.
Yeah.
And I understand, I wondered where the chairs went,
Yeah.
because I heard from someone that they were Noriega's chairs. He had a home theater, and now that they were purchased from that. So I thought they had some value and significance. I wonder where they went.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
That's eBay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Trivial.
I don't know. I know that the ACCB has done some really cool stuff in the past couple years that I've known about them. You know, everything from charity cook-offs and auctions and just a bunch of stuff. You know, and it's always a
and we
lot
didn't
of
even
fun.
mention helping people. I mean, that,
Well, yeah.
that is joyful.
Yeah.
I remember one event, I think it might have been not this Christmas, but maybe 2 years ago or a year ago, where we gave out hot dogs and
Oh, that's.
that was
yeah,
just
before. Yes.
amazing. I was just first of all, I was a teacher, so I know kind of little kids, and I was blown away with the wonderful behavior of the Panamanian children, the way they lined up, the way
Oh,
they
yeah.
let the little ones have the hot dogs first.
I
It
know.
was just really warmed my heart.
It is. There's a
Yeah, it
whole.
was
There's
beautiful.
a.
So
there-
we have some wonderful memories.
Yes.
Just based on the ACCB.
And you can scroll through the ACCB website, Facebook page, and see, every event, someone's taken a bunch of pictures. And plus, there's pictures that aren't on there that I have because Mona sent them to me. And I feel so privileged. Yeah, so I know you got some you got some really cool stuff coming
Yeah, so
up.
I want to invite everybody that's interested in having fun
Yeah.
and helping people. That's pretty much sums up ACCB
Yeah.
for me, anyway.
Yeah.
And please come to our meeting on Wednesday. It's a great opportunity to meet people and have
Help the
lunch
community.
Help the community,
and help
yeah.
the community.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
So I look forward to meeting.
Well, the ACCB is kind of a charity to charities too.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's got a good charity.
Well,
truly.
there are, and I know that you guys actually I should say us because I am
That's
but it's just that interviewer and me. You guys have helped out a lot of different local charities here too.
We try.
You know, particularly, we're my wife and I and some friends of ours. We have Operation Feed Estrella. And you guys have contributed to that too, and your contribution fed, I don't know, 35 families for a week. So yeah, nice, right? But some little bird had landed on my windowsill the other night and mentioned something about a duck race, and I had no idea what it was talking about.
Don't quack me up, please.
I like the way you feathered into that one. I'll send you a bill.
Yes, we're planning
Web
another
opens,
duck race.
Yeah.
This will be our second duck race that we've had. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. It's colorful, and it's for raising funds for us to be able to go up to the Camarca again to deliver some goodies to the children and their families. And I also want to say we also wouldn't be able to do this without
Esperanzo.
Yes. They provide the driver who knows where all the communities
Uh-huh.
are.
Yep.
And it's a great trip. We've got clothing to give them. And this time we're going to do more for the schools, pens, pencils, notebooks, erasers,
Nice.
things like that. And we're looking at doing the duck race on Saturday, August the 14th.
Now, if y'all listening out there and don't know what the duck race is, first of all, shame on you for not listening to my show every Friday, because I've had Mark on the show. I've had so many people on the show from ACCB talking about the first duck race. And if you don't know what it is, Mona's going to explain to you how they attach the little propellers to the duck bodies.
Yeah.
Their little feet just go so fast. No. So
You are cracking me up.
explain to those listening, what is a duck race, and how does the whole thing work, and what makes it so much fun?
Okay, it's very colorful, and we're going to be taking 20 ducks like this, and this time you're going to name the duck. Right now we've got Lemonade, and I think that's Goldilocks.
Yeah.
And you
All right.
get to put the number that you want on the duck, as long as there's not a duplication.
It is Goldilocks.
Yeah. And what we do is we take these 20 ducks on the day of the race.
She's blowing up a balloon. For those of you who are just listening, we're not strangling her. She's okay.
We turn around and we blow up a balloon. We attach it to the duck because we discovered it's so much easier to see these beautiful colored balloons in the river. And then we dump 20 ducks into the river off the bridge.
I just have to interrupt because last time we had the duck race, it was so much fun carrying the ducks in this, what was it?
A sheet.
A sheet, 40 ducks.
Yeah, so
were
we're
in
only
there.
doing 20 this time.
And we walked from Tap Out, the back room, all the way across the bridge. And we met there and we were quacking the whole time,
Oh my
everybody
gosh.
that was carrying. And there were 3 of us, I think, there were
No.
like 100 and something ducks, or am I wrong? about
No, we had 4 people carrying the.
that? Oh, there was just one sheet with all of us?
Yeah.
My memory's a little...
Oh, maybe there was 2 sheets. No,
Yeah,
I can't
there
remember.
was.
Maybe you were
I
3
think-
sheets.
But it's a great time to gather, come out
Yeah.
and support Tap Out because they're helping us with
Sure.
this,
Yeah.
and have a lunch or whatever, and bet on a duck. Now you can buy these ducks in advance, starting next week on Tuesday, July the 13th, and they're $10 a duck. This money is going towards this trip for pencils and for the children. And then we put the number of the duck and the race. We're hoping to sell at least 60 ducks.
Okay.
Okay, and so once your duck hits the end of the marker there's guys picking up, and if you win,
What do we got?
what do we got here?
What is that?
The first race
Oh my gosh.
will be.
Really have to have you guys on the show more often. I always leave. I have snacks.
So this is homemade mango chutney.
Now, what is chutney?
It's like a sauce or jelly, but it's, well, here, just try that.
All right, let me try this.
Want to try it?
So this is
Mango chutney.
mango chutney on a cracker with seeds. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. Boulevard, man, that's good.
Thank you.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh. And so you'll get a jar of this.
This is where I wish we had commercial breaks.
No, we love to hear the on
This
the
is
air.
really good.
So you'll win the first race. The winner will get a jar of this. It's great as a appetizer.
Did you make this? Of course you did. Silly question.
The second race will be an apple pie.
Oh my God.
And then the third race
You're
is
killing
a
me,
surprise. And then the fourth race, and if we get to sell more, we will have other stuff there. But the fourth race is the winner of each of the first, second, third race. And that's really exciting too, because the last one we only had 2 ducks, and it was Flack and Duck that were competing. And Flack was taking its time, like the hare and the tortoise. And then right
There's
in
always
the-
one
Yeah. But
in
right
every
at the-
group, right?
off it went and won. It was so exciting. It really was
It was
exciting.
exciting. The whole
And so I'm hoping we can get a lot of you people out there to come out and have a little bit of fun and help us raise some money for the Camarca.
And for those of you who are environmentally aware, there's someone at the other end of the other end, but downriver, collecting all the ducks and the balloons and the strings and all that, so it's not
Yeah.
impacting our wonderful environment here.
No. But the odd one that might get away, some child will find.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what would be fun? To have a duck race, but use helium balloons.
But the problem is, though, is that they'd be flying instead of on the river.
No, I know, but still, it'd be fun though, wouldn't it? Like tracking Santa. You know, it's you just look up. Hey, there's my balloon. Someone will find your balloon in like Pedregal 6 months from now. You won, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I looked at all the pictures that were posted up on the ACCB Facebook page of the last one, and even in spite of some uncooperative weather, everyone had just a blast. It was so much fun. You guys raised a good amount of money too.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I believe it was around 800, but don't quote me. Yeah.
Yeah, and 800 goes a
long
long,
way.
long way. Yes, it does. Absolutely does. And
So-
you know, I know that the
You know, we
schools
donated,
were very appreciative.
I remember to the, in Boquete, that distribution center, we gave Daniel Davis, 1,000, ACCB did not make
Yeah.
it, gave $1,000. I was there, I
Yeah.
couldn't believe the amount of rice
Oh gosh, yeah.
and
yeah.
beans
Yeah.
that they carried into Daniel's truck
Yeah.
for $1,000.
Yeah.
It just felt like
Yes.
It's
$10,000 feels like you could feed the world.
well, you know, it's
It was just wonderful.
money goes a long way.
Yes, it
you know,
does.
we had raised $1,200 after the tail end of Hurricane Eo. I can't remember the last one that came through that just destroyed everything. The tail end of it hit us, and someone had given us $1,200 to get food for that school. And we went over to this wholesale place, the distribution place on the corner there,
Yes.
and it completely filled up my entire SUV. I mean, Day is sitting in the front with bags on her lap, the seats are down,
amazing.
just stuff is shoved everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you don't think that you know that little bit of money, it might be a little bit of money to some of us, but you can literally feed every family in a school for almost a month on $1,000.
Yes, you can.
There's 35 families in that school, 135 people, and $1,000, $1,200 fed every one of them for a month. So this is how important this is you know, for you guys out there to get involved in stuff like this is a great opportunity to give back to
Right.
a community that has given us really so much.
Yeah, no kidding.
No.
No kidding. There was one other thing, though. There is no entry fee, so just come on down and enjoy the environment and the fun. And you can purchase a duck on the day of the race, but you can also purchase a duck at the Tuesday market.
And how much are the ducks?
$10 a duck.
$10 a duck.
Yes.
That reminds me of $2 Chuck.
And-
if you know who $2 Chuck is, you're old as me. So yeah, $2 Chuck. Yeah, so $10 a duck, and that includes the balloon and the string, right? Okay.
And the fun.
And the fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So Tuesday at the market. This is at the Feria or a tap out? It's a tap out, right? Or is it Feria? Tap out.
Tap out.
Tap out. Okay, would make sense, Chris. Tap out. ACCB. It's kind of all one family, right?
And
Yes.
water.
Yeah.
There's more water there.
And what?
I think. The access to the water for the
Oh,
ducks.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
They
That
throw
would.
'em off the bridge.
Oh,
Yeah.
the race will be at Tap
Yes.
Out also.
Yes.
Yes.
Throwing ducks off the bridge. By the way, these
Hey,
are
you
not
haven't lived
live
till you
ducks.
threw ducks off.
These are not live ducks.
No, these little.
You know, and I would be
Plastic.
remiss as a radio announcer if I did not let everyone know that turkeys do not fly.
Oh,
As God is my witness. WKRP, by the way, in Cincinnati, there's this episode about Thanksgiving where they were up in the helicopter and they threw all these frozen turkeys out, and then he thought that they could fly. And the announcer's down in the parking lot doing a thing like when the Hindenburg, oh my God, for the turkeys are hitting. Oh, it was just hilarious. You got to YouTube
Anybody
that, I'm
get
telling you. Well, this is a TV show, right?
Oh,
It was a
it's a
sitcom.
comedy.
It was a sitcom.
Yeah.
And it was, oh my gosh, it was funny. Oh, it's just, you know, it's a favorite amongst DJs. That's all I can tell you. So I know you've got other things
Yes.
coming up. I know there are things that
yeah.
that
I wanted to tell you every
yeah.
Tuesday.
And take like 3 minutes or more because I want to have another one.
By all
I'll
means.
be chewing in the background here, so
Every Tuesday night, and we alternate bingo, and then the following Tuesday is trivia, and then a bingo, and then a trivia. So it's just been.
Where is that?
It's at Las
Las Posada?
La
La
Posada,
Posada,
the
sorry.
Argentinian restaurant across
Yes,
from the
and they are
brewery.
very accommodating, and people come early. Usually the doors open at 5. Well, they're open, but for us, they start, if you want to eat something, from 5 to 6. The games start at 6.
They have great pizza, by the way.
Yes,
They
you do.
do. They have, and I like their fish stick fingers.
Oh, fish
Those are
fingers.
delicious.
Those are great with custard. My Doctor Who fans out there will understand that.
So we have cash prizes, both for bingo and trivia. Trivia, it's good to bring a few people, maybe like 6 people, and then they all work on the same question that's being answered, and it's a whole
team. It's a
formula.
team.
It's a team. It's really trivia is a team effort. And
Now, is
it
this
would,
the same trivia that was over at the skating rink?
yes.
Okay, so most of us at one point or another have wandered over
Yes,
there. I've been
that's
there a
true.
couple of times, so
Yeah,
yeah, it's a lot of
yeah.
fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun.
And
So-
then don't you also sell 50-50 tickets?
and we sell 50-50 tickets, absolutely.
at
So
both
Now,
events,
what is
right?
a 50-50 for those?
50-50 is it's a either $1 a ticket, or for $5 you can get 7 tickets. And probably in the middle of the evening, we pick. You get a ticket, and it gets picked, and you split whatever the pot was. So if 100 people at
$1.
$1 or $5,
You get $50.
you get 50. Yeah, so it's yeah, we've had one of the things that's interesting to me, because I give out the money prizes.
Uh-oh.
So I have the most fun there. But what's interesting to me is it seems as if I've noticed that multiple people will win at the same table, particularly in bingo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that happens, because you can't possibly cheat. It's so, it's bingo. There's a big ball, with all
Yeah.
the little balls are ping pong balls in, and you spin it, and you pick. So it can't be fixed. And it's just amazing to me that that happens. But week after week, I've seen.
Where you split
So
the...
you never know when your lucky week's going to come. So I'd like to invite everybody to come and have some fun with us, either for trivia, get a few people together, come down, have dinner, play the trivia game, win some money.
Now, what is it? What does it cost to participate in trivia?
Trivia is just $5, and then when you're with your group, everybody chips in $1.
Okay, so basically
then
the
they
same
pick-
as it's been.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then bingo is a $15 for 6 games.
That's only 50 cents a card. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and we get a good crowd. That's been growing.
Yeah.
I guess now that COVID is kind of hopefully taking a back
Well, we
seat.
hope yeah, definitely. That's
So yeah, so hopefully I'll see some of you on Wednesday at our meeting, or Tuesday at bingo. Well, this week will be bingo.
this
Yeah.
bingo
We
week.
did
And
a
I want to
trivia.
see a lot of people
Yeah.
on August the 14th
And remember
for
that
that
the money
duck
goes
race.
to the community.
Yes.
All the
Yeah.
money we make goes back to the community. So
Well, the ACCB, you guys go back. We go back quite a while. I know that the first I had Joe on the show. The first time ACC's been on the show probably more than anybody else.
I think it's 10 years maybe that they're.
Yeah, so I remember having Joe on the and Linda would be out in the car, listening to the show, and I was trying to get her in. And Linda, I know you're listening, so one of these days you're gonna have to just come in and sit at the mic in front of the camera. So
Yes.
it's just the way it goes.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
She's so pretty. It
I
would
know,
be,
right? You know?
a real
Yes.
positive
Yes.
thing for everybody to see who she is.
But yeah, what they've contributed, what ACCB has contributed to this community, I know it started off as a help for law enforcement and first responders,
Right.
and a lot of the supplies and equipment down at the checkpoint.
We've paid hospital bills.
Yeah, for them. I know you've got that program, that program. We talked about that I think the last time we were on. Supporting other charities, supporting individuals. It's really a great organization to be part of, and it's not demanding. It's not. Your dues aren't $1,000 a year, and you don't have to go to weekly meetings.
And you volunteer what you want to volunteer for, so it's really quite. There was one other thing I just wanted to mention about the
Oh
duck
yeah,
race.
we still got a good
is that
15 minutes.
You really don't need to be at the tap out if you're apprehensive of being with crowds. Just make sure that one of your friends are there and
Somebody representing you.
somebody
Basically,
representing
yeah,
you. So
yeah. That's I gotta tell you that when I was talking, who was I talking to? I think it might have been Mark Rosen the first time we were planning this duck race, and he was so excited about it. It was the first time that it was done, and I had mentioned that an organization that I belonged to where I lived in Georgia had something similar, but it's called Dragon Boat Races.
we also, where I'm from, yes.
Yeah, and that's
Dragon?
outside of Atlanta in a little town called Peachtree City. Yeah, people would they have ducks. They have these. It started off as just little carved boats, but obviously it's grown over 40 years, I think, to where now people have these intricately carved, Chinese junk ships or miniature, and they're all they're not powered. They're all wind powered. And once a year, they all get together, and the whole community comes out, 10,000 people, and it has gone from something like the duck races. Let's just show up, throw these ducks in the water, and have it. To over a period of time, it is now just a community event. That it's in the newspapers, it's on the radio. It moved from a little stream in the backwoods to now it's where in the city park, right where there's the lake. There's big lake, and it would be really cool for this to develop, over the years to something that is a tradition, right here in Boquete. Where it's now a festival where you've got tents and booths and people, and it's just, and every bit of it still goes to charity. And the one in Georgia is the same thing. They're pulling in I don't know how many tens of thousands of dollars, and they've never changed. They're just like the ACCB has never changed You know, okay, nobody here is paid. It's all volunteer. Excuse me, 100% of the money goes to. And I was thinking about that the other day after, talking to you guys, talking to Linda about you guys coming on the show. I knew we were going to talk about the duck races. And I think that would be really cool if it could turn into something that the entirety of the community.
Yes.
I like the Christmas
Like the
thing.
jazz and blues
Yeah.
festival.
Well, I mean, the first duck race, what we did with it was to go for Easter into the comarca.
Yeah.
And so we had made Easter bags for all the kids, over 700 bags we did. And we had made hard-boiled eggs, decorated them, and to watch the kids pull these eggs out, and they're like, wow, this is different. Okay, we'll try that later. And then somebody else gave us a couple of cartons of the confetti eggs.
Yeah.
And Rick volunteered that we could break it over his head. So for every community we stopped, we'd get one of the volunteers that were with us to break it over his
Yeah.
head, and then give one to a child, and they're like tapped it. No,
You
smash
got
it.
no, man. You got it. Bam.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. We really do appreciate every dollar. We do put it to good use.
Yeah.
And again, I just hope to see a lot of you out there. Or if you don't want to, buy a ticket at the Tuesday market and support us that way.
Now, is there going to be, and I'm asking for purely selfish reasons here, is there going to be a segue or joining of the ACCB and somehow those pie crusts? Because I got to tell you,
Well,
I ate an entire apple pie. Save one slice for my wife.
well, I was doing it for raising funds for
Nutri-Hogar.
Hogar, and I haven't had any response on whether or not I should do it again. So I'm just kind
I'm a
of
response.
There you go. That's
so, and I know that they've opened it up, and I know that they have 13 kids there now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great show, and thank you for being part of that as well. There's so many.
Thank you for letting us be
well,
here.
hey, this is community radio.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's community. It's not, we don't do shock jock, investigative journalism here. It's,
you don't?
No.
Well, I
No.
was going to tell you a story.
My goal for this show is to feature organizations that have a positive impact on our community. You can doom scroll all day long on social media and Facebook, and someone's always arguing, and it's always bad, and this, that. But, this is, we try to make this a bright spot in someone's week,
And really, I mean, the colors, how could that not be a
Right?
non-part?
So it's the only place really in the world where you can put blue and purple together and it works.
No, it's not. We can do all kinds of colors. There's all kinds of colors. So.
Oh man! So we're going to recap. We got about 6-7 minutes here, and I want to make sure that all the information is out there, because I know you've, like I said, with the duck races on the 14th, $5 a duck, $10 a duck.
$10 a duck.
You can get them beforehand, a couple days beforehand.
You can start getting the tickets this Tuesday at the Tuesday market.
At the Tuesday market at Tap Out.
Yep. You can name your duck, you can number your duck, but we'll put it in whatever race. And you can buy more than one duck. You can buy a duck, you can buy 10 ducks in the first race. You can buy a duck in each race. There's no entry fee. So you just come down and have fun.
Yeah, and if you really want to win, you can buy all the ducks.
Yeah.
That's
Just
right.
buy all the ducks, and let them
Depends how much
determine
you like the chutney.
how many. This is really good. You know what? I didn't know.
Mango?
I didn't know what chutney was until, I don't know, maybe about a year ago. And I've traveled. I should know what chutney is. I didn't know what chutney is, and a friend of ours, Shelly Etlin, she makes all kinds of just delicious stuff. I mean, just jalapeno jelly. I can't get enough of that stuff. So we were at a get-together shortly before lockdown, and she said, here's some chutney. And I'm like, what's chutney? And when she explained to me what it was, my first reaction was, that's not really my thing. If you ask me, do you want a mango? My response is going to be, I don't like mangoes. I've never liked mangoes. That's different. And it's really good. and you need to sell this.
No, but I'll tell you what, a friend of mine, she
I mean,
doesn't
sell
use the
this to
cream-
me now. Here.
No, you get to take it home. A friend of mine, she uses it on her hamburgers.
Really?
Yeah. So, just, if you don't want to share it and you just want it for yourself, you can put it on your hamburger. I've never tried that.
Well, I've never tried that either. And Linda, who is listening, by the way, because she sent me a text. I love when she sends me these little texts during the show. I'm like, ooh, I got a special note. She says that ACCB is going to be posting additional information on the duck races on social media. I'm guessing Facebook. Maybe, I don't know if you guys have an Instagram account, but judging from all the fun from last time, yeah, this is going to be great. I really
It's-
hope everyone gets out there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put all the information that you send me, including some of the cool pictures that I got, on the post program
Awesome.
Great.
promotion. There, too many
Okay.
P's. Post program promotion. I can't say that fast once.
I was going to say try 5 times. I'd love to hear it.
and again, Tuesday
Tuesday,
is bingo and trivia, alternating Tuesdays, and
Exactly.
that schedule is also on the Facebook page, on the website too. You guys got? I know there's a website. Is there a website? There should be a website. I don't know. How's that look?
No say.
I don't know. I don't know either. But I know it's definitely on social media, and I'm getting an answer to that right now. Because
Okay.
it says Linda Hart is typing, "Save me!" Duck sale starts Tuesday market, July 13th. July 13th, not this Tuesday. Okay, so it's the 13th
Oh.
of July,
Which
and
is-
then the duck
which is
race
this
is the.
Wednesday.
Isn't it this Tuesday? What's
Yeah,
today? It's
it
the
is.
9th.
Tuesday.
Yes. It is this
It is
coming
this Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
The
right.
13th.
The 13th. Man, this month is going by.
Yes, and it's coming
Fast.
fast. So, and we plan on taking some of these posters and posting them around town. So,
Yeah.
just to keep you in the memory book.
Got it. Yeah, some of us need more help in that area. It's funny. I can remember what I did on my birthday when I was 5, but I have no idea why I'm standing in the kitchen.
I don't recognize the person when I look in the mirror.
Yeah. Oh, right. Who are you? What have you done with me? Yeah. Oh, it's like I guess time is a thief, right? It's just the way it is. But you know what? We're happy to be here.
Yes,
You
we
know.
certainly are.
And someone asked me, "Would you like to be 20 again?" I'm like, "Oh God, no." No, I was an idiot when I was 20. Don't say it. I know you want to say it. Don't say it.
Oh,
Always clowning around you.
no, not really. I'm very serious.
No, you're not. I know you are. So look, and just to make sure everyone knows, definitively, we're gonna let everyone know that it's Tuesday the 13th, where you can buy your duck at the Tuesday market at Tap Out. It's $10 a duck, but the goal here is for everyone to buy more than one duck. Buy 2, 3 of them. It's only $10, right?
Yeah,
and it
that's
goes
right.
to
And
a good cause.
Great cause.
But the actual duck race is on the 14th, the next day, the Wednesday, the
No,
following
No,
Wednesday. No,
the August.
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 Oh, August.
August.
You got plenty of time to keep buying more ducks.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
That's
so basically, you can start buying your ducks about a month before the actual race.
Exactly.
Get all your ducks in order.
Get all your
Get
ducks
ducks
in
in
order
order.
and then put them in a row.
Yes. And that is the fun part, right?
Yep, sure is.
All right, so now we got that squared away.
And children can get involved here too. I mean, we had kids come in while we were putting the balloons on the ducks, and they wanted to check out their duck to see what color balloon it had.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so, yes.
That's a lot of fun.
Yes.
The whole thing is a lot of fun, really.
It is a lot of fun.
you
Then
know.
people were lined up, from Tap Out all the way to what was Boulder and now
Yeah,
Mesa.
Mesa
Azul.
Azul.
You can line up along the river and just watch as the ducks are thrown over the bridge and they float down the river.
And then there's somebody that's videotaping it so that you can actually watch the finish line on who made it there.
You know what would be cool? If someone out there, not mentioning any names, can bring their drone along and record that.
That would be so
That would
cool.
be cool.
We were planning on that last time.
Yeah, and then putting it on all the TVs
Yeah.
at Tap Out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be cool.
it's very. I mean, the fun that we had, and there's more to come.
We're 2 minutes out, so I got to take care of a little business here.
right.
But I want to thank Mona and Jerry
Thanks for
from the
having us.
ACCB for coming out, and
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
you need to let me know when those pie crusts are available,
Uh-huh.
and I will. You count me in for 2. So,
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Thank you.
Duck races coming up. A lot of interesting things and good things coming up with the ACCB. Find more this Wednesday.
Tuesday. Bingo.
No, at the meeting. Where's this?
Oh, yes, at,
Wednesday at Stone
Stone
Cabins
Cabins.
behind Casa.
1 to 12, socializing and having lunch, and
Yeah.
then the formal meeting starts at
All
noon.
right, cool.
No, it's 11 to 12.
11 to 12.
What did
For
I say?
1 to 12, and then the
1, 2. So you have the time machine this week.
I don't even know what to say. I'm tongue-tied, obviously.
All right. Well, we're like I said, we're about out of time, and I got to make a couple of announcements here. So, ladies, thank you very much for
Thank
being
you,
on the
Al.
show. Thank you for the chutney. Here's your knife. You can take your knife. It's a plastic knife. Okay. Cool. All right. I get everything.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
July 12th, Monday, which is this coming Monday, at Mesa Azul. It's Tex-Mex Monday from 5 to 9 p.m. Country fried steak with mashed potatoes and creamy gravy with chips and salsa and a garden salad. All of that for only $15. We were at Mesa Azul last night, and as usual, the food was as to be expected. So, head on down there Monday night. $15 a person, Tex-Mex. Also, I wanted to remind everybody to visit PanamaMail.net, not .com, to find out all the information about the new upcoming mail service here in Boquete and to be expanded elsewhere. You have been listening to Boquete Now Talk Radio on Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM. I'm your host, Al Stefanelli. We are sponsored by Big Daddy's Grill and the ACCB, and we will see you next week. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful time, and hello and goodbye to Veronica in David.